Perfect. Thank you
just
so
need to
much.
press the arrow key. Okay.
Thank you. First of all, I must say that I'm so grateful for these years being in the external advisory board of LongITools and being able to hear and see and get so inspired by all the magnificent research you are doing here. And there have been so many different occasions where I've been able to talk about it and to bring it to different kinds of policies. So I'm Leena, director of Oulu Liikekeskus, which is the urban center of Oulu. So I come from the actual practical field of the city scene and the physical environment. And we'll be talking about that. Now, first of all, 70% of the world's emissions are caused by cities. So when we talk about physical environment and its effect on health, really 70% of all the emissions derive from the cities. And when we talk about the context of Europe, in Europe, 70% of the population lives in these cities. So it means that the role of cities is really massive when we are battling climate change, when we are facing these wicked problems that we have today in so many different cases. So I will be talking a little bit about climate change, sustainability in all its aspects, beauty and health, as they are all intertwined. And especially the question of beauty has been inspiring me in many ways when we develop the physical environment. And this is also something that comes up in every single citizen questionnaire we make. So people are really wishing for beauty around them. So this is something that is affecting in us in so many ways. And it is really intertwined with healthy solutions and healthy environments. So as my basic claim is that the more complex challenges we have, the more wicked the problems are, the more we need this kind of systemic solutions and cross-disciplinary collaboration to make sustainable solutions. In Oulu Urban Centre, we are trying our best to implement new European Bauhaus. I don't know how familiar you are with it, but it is really now in connection to what Nerea was talking here about European Commission policies and the Green Deal. And I wanted to take here some words from Ursula von der Leyen about the European Bauhaus, that if the new European Green Deal has a soul, then it is the new European Bauhaus, which has led to an explosion of creativity across our union. So we do need creativity in order to cross-disciplinary encourage ourselves to find solutions, for example, to tackle climate change. New European Bauhaus is about inclusion, most of all. It is about bringing together research, technology, policies, art, culture, and people. So it is most of all about people for whom, of course, we are building the society. The main idea is that with the green transition, we are creating better lives for people, so better quality of life. This morning I went jogging, proud of myself, in the green parks just next to the central railway station. And just this moment when you come from the urban area to the park with the green around you, I could immediately feel how it's affecting my nervous system, for example. So it is, we need these green spaces around us to feel good. And I do understand that all citizens are asking for that in the services. So in Oulu, we are currently at the moment working on a new vision for the city centre. it is a massive work of about 2 to 3 years. We want to include all the citizens, companies, different sectors, researchers, to participate in the co-creation. And important here is that instead of just looking today's world and complaining what is wrong in today's world, we want to forget that. We want to look over today to future, to actively build together future. And for that, we are using future designing as a method. And we have a project called Desired Future that we built together, and to which the citizens have been involved. We began with having 6 different fields of research, 6 researchers teaching, lecturing massively, 6 selected groups of artists. And when the artists were getting all this information about the research results from different fields of research in relation to urban centers, they were then, from inspiration of these talks and lectures, creating community artworks where we were involving citizens to create this desired future. And we believe that when it's all based on research, it's based on facts. I think this is very important, that it brings the fact factor in it. And with the creative methods, we are able to go somewhere deeper than merely purely just asking, what do you want? I have here a bit of radio news that we have created. It is read by AI. So we will have 12 pieces of radio news, Oulu morning radio from the year 2030, which is reflecting these narratives that have been created from research, arts, people. So this is reflecting what the people are dreaming of, how they see the future in Oulu in 2030.
Good afternoon to all local radio listeners. It is delightful to share the news that, according to the latest international comparison, the air quality in downtown Oulu has been ranked the best in the world. This preliminary finding is based on a study that measured air quality in 35 cities and its impact on residents' well-being. The results will be officially announced today, April 15, 2030, at a scientific seminar in Buenos Aires. A researcher from the University of Oulu, part of a multidisciplinary consortium project, has agreed to a phone interview with us. It's afternoon here, but let's call and see if our interviewee is already awake. Professor Helena Kallio, you have previously mentioned that reaching this point has involved measures such as restricting traffic in downtown areas intended for leisure, a campaign to plant 1,000 new trees, and innovative solutions to reduce street dust, particularly effective in spring.
In downtown Oulu, particulate levels, nitrogen oxides, and other air pollutants have decreased to levels that, just 10 years ago, were considered impossible to achieve in an urban environment. The improvement in air quality has had a direct impact on the quality of life of city residents. The prevalence of respiratory diseases such as asthma and cardiovascular diseases has significantly decreased, and stress levels have already been observed to decline, especially in the downtown Park District.
Oh, so stress levels have also decreased?
Yes, these measures have diverse effects on urban life. It has been great to see how our research has directly influenced Oulu's urban well-being strategy and served as a key motivator in planning air purification measures.
Finland has long been known for its clean air and wilderness areas, but now also in an urban environment?
Yes. The results have attracted international interest, and city residents have been pleased with the developments that have made downtown an even more appealing place for leisurely moments. City life thrives when daily errands can be taken care of effortlessly while socializing. This is the foundation for all city center development. City dwellers want the city center to offer them more inspiration, encounters, and a sense of history and connection to the future, so that the center can be a counterbalance to the sometimes busy and stressful everyday life. A safe and healthy urban environment is the basis for a lifestyle that enables a happy life.
Thank you, Helena, for the interview. The air quality improvements in Oulu not only support public health, but also serve as a global example of how combining the UN's Agenda 2030 Sustainable Development Goals with human-centered needs can lead to something exceptional. The cleanest urban air in the world is now being breathed in downtown Oulu, and beyond its health benefits, it strengthens the residents' connection to their city center.
So this is just one of the news, and listening to LongITools, imagine this is what the citizens want. So I think here really everything is connected. What we are doing, what we are measuring is the kind of world that people are desiring. There are really lovely news. One is, for example, about a sky garden that people would like to have more green in the urban environments, because if you claim that there is not enough street space or wall space, then we can always use the sky. I try to keep up with the time. Tools. How can we actually realize this kind of desired future and actions to make the city center, urban city center, more new European Bauhaus? Well, one possibility is to review the city logistics. We are currently working on and opening a drone airport at the city center of Oulu, together with the university and technology research center. So to review these actions that we have, why on the earth do we transport things on street? You know, the big trucks bringing stuff to the shops in the morning, that's not safe. They are polluting, and they are taking place from the vibrant city center. So we are aiming at transferring as much of the logistics to the air as possible. It is quiet, it is renewable energy, it is new European Bauhaus and Green Deal both at the same time. We also have in different kinds of city zoning policies, different kinds of regulations. For example, the guiding regulations for parking spaces. So, for example, in Finland, if you build a house to the city center, you are obligated to take care of certain number of parking slots to your building. These are eternal obligations. So nevertheless, what happens to the building, you are eternally in response, keeping these car parking places. Now, is this an ancient world, or is this something that our future generations wish, to have lots of car parking places in the middle of the city center? So we are trying to review this. And for example, on the basis of market, give options that you can, yes, when you build the new building, you can have the parking slots, or you can have city green. So to have private investments investing in city green if they see it profitable. And the last tool, the children. So we are trying to implement the 880 model in everything that is possible. We have seen that in the urban city centers, solutions that are good for children under 8 years or elders over 80 years are good for all ages. Here we come to safety. Safety is always healthy. The safer streets we have, the healthier environment we also have. And this is the question, if we by zoning encourage people to cycle and walk, it is always a big systemic change in the city center. And we also need to leave spots for the future generations so that they can leave their marks on the spaces. So instead of just building everything full, we need to give free spots for the next generations. Our next action is building of a dream city with Legos. So we invite all citizens to a massive Lego event where people can build their dream cities with the Legos. And here, of course, the idea is not about what is built, but it is the discussions that you can have when people are building with the Legos. Because instead of just always asking, what do you want? We need to get more to the question, what do we need? And to get deeper into needs of people, it is always more sustainable to use these creative methods of going deeper and deeper together with the people. Yes, so getting back to my first line, instead of just looking what is happening, I think we need to take it into our hands and actively build future together. Because the more we can together envision what do we want, the more we are also making this path stronger to go there. And I think LongITools is a great example of active future building. And now we need to make sure that everybody knows and hears these amazing results. Thank you.